When was the first time that you used the internet? Do you remember that moment?
I remember when I got the internet. It was Thanksgiving in 1997,
Okay.
and my sister set up AOL, America Online.
Yeah.
And I stayed up that entire night just talking to people in chat rooms. But I think I started using it, for writing and stuff in 2007 or 8, and a lot of my friends at that time had Facebook and stuff like that.
I read that you, in the early 2000s, started a blog.
Yeah.
The title was "Don't fuck with me, I'm an ice
Yeah.
skater."
Just funny thoughts I'd have during the day, sometimes sad things. Just like an interesting thought I'd want to remember.
How was your writing in that period?
Handwriting, I've always done. Even as a kid, I wrote a lot of stories, and then we got a computer, like an Apple Macintosh, like really, really old, and so I wrote on that. I typed. So typing and handwriting have been pretty much the same for me.
Blogging used to be very popular.
Yeah.
15 years ago, but now everything has been moved to social media, Instagram, Snapchat, or chatting apps.
Yeah.
Has your writing moved to some other place and it has taken the form of not text but maybe images or video? You have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I have YouTube, and that's pretty much the only thing I feel comfortable using anymore on social media. I write a lot, but I write either by hand or I have like Google spreadsheets. I keep a spreadsheet of like everything, 3 things I do each day, and different kinds of ways that I'm organizing my life. I just am using the spreadsheets.
Really?
Yeah. And stories, I have a lot of I feel like not having everything public is making me a little bit more serious about what I'm actually wanting to put out next, which is a good thing. But I see a lot of people, well, actually not really that much anymore. People, maybe it's just because I don't look at social media, but it doesn't seem like there's the same sort of creative excitement about it. Like, oh, Twitter can be a story or something,
You've mentioned a lot about the moment when you read Bed by Tao Lin and your world expanded, and you got to know other authors and online literary magazines. Why do you think it changed so much? What happened?
It was like something kind of clicked in my head. Or maybe it wasn't in my head, it was just something about the things they were writing about I didn't think was stuff that people wrote about. And I guess I've always wanted to read, and it just inspired me.
One of the articles that was published on Vice, it was called "People I Met in Truck Driving School."
Oh yeah.
And you describe the personalities of these people you met.
Yeah.
But I was curious about the driving part. Why did you wanted to learn that? How was that experience?
Oh, it was crazy. I think I wanted to prove to myself that I could do something like that, like the opposite of my personality, because I'm pretty in my head and stuff. And I think since I was little, I had a fascination with trucks or like really, really big things. And I just wanted to try, see if I could do it. It was the guy who was teaching me how to do it said that if he could teach me how to do it, then he would open a truck driving school. But if he couldn't, he was like, So it was really bad at first. I almost killed us probably a couple times.
How did you feel when you were practicing?
Very, very nervous at first. Very not coordinated. But once I became confident, it felt amazing. And oh, I can do this.
And why did you wanted to write about the people you met? What was the special thing about them?
Honestly, I think that I was just trying to think of an idea for my column that week. And I was living with my boyfriend at the time, and he said, I was talking about these people a lot, and he said, just write about them. And I was like, yeah. Because I also wanted to remember them. So I'm glad I did.
¿Cómo darle sentido a una vida que no tiene sentido?
The title itself, I guess, describes the feeling that all of my writing I've done, like, sort of as a way to, like, organize either thoughts about a specific subject, or it's a way that makes my life make sense to me.
Have you ever tried to define your style?
Sometimes I like to write, like, some of the more, like, funny stuff in there. I write as, like future parts of the human body and stuff. I try to write, like, things that I think would be like funny or interesting, like not just stuff in the past that's already happened. But I guess I have no idea how to define it.
Can you imagine how your life would be without the internet?
I don't know that I would feel as motivated to try to do something creative with my life if it hadn't been for the internet. I'd probably feel more pressure to just, like, get a job right out of college or something.
Do you feel that you're more free in when using the internet?
I used to, big time. I used to a lot. I started, that's actually the feeling, I don't know if you know about the live blogging project I did.
Yeah, very huge.
Yeah.
You wrote a lot.
Yeah, gigantic.
Yeah.
It was sort of a freedom that was not good, though. It felt like a freedom, like, I'm free because I'm the only person in the world, like, very, like, strangely alienating. I wish I felt a little bit more normal about it now. I think I'm a little bit neurotic now about how I use it.
Really?
Like, yeah.
And do you think that's something related to, because you are growing up, getting, you're not that younger anymore,
Partially. And also partially because I think I used to, like, I had no boundaries about what I shared. And I think, I'd like to, I think, be more normal in that way and have a little bit more, yeah. Hi, I'm Megan Boyle, and I'm here in Chile to present my book. And I recommend 3 books by women who write about their lives, honestly. The Diaries of Anais Nin by Anais Nin, The Golden Notebook by Doris Lessing, and more recently, Person A by Elizabeth Allen. Thanks. Bye.